Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Try It Out Tuesday with Crystal Farley, stress management consultant. As a woman formerly from technology, working for companies like IBM, HPE, Micro Focus, Apple, so on and so forth, and being a combat veteran, I launched a podcast called PTSD, People, Trauma, and Stress Discussed, late September of last year with my friend Heather. Which is hugely successful and has allowed me to go full force into my full-time job of stress management consultant, working with groups and organizations to help build a better foundation of stress management to improve lives inside and outside of the workplace. So that being said, I also love to cook. Don't really want to make money on it, but I like to be creative and I like to talk and I like to try new things. So Try It Out Tuesday is about trying new things. I am streaming live on Twitch right now, and then I upload these videos to YouTube, so it's sort of a video blog for me. But my Try It Out Tuesday thought is, first of all, I tried out my curling iron today, so my hair is looking on point, just saying. But I'm also, first of all, making a meatloaf, which I haven't done in ages. I don't even know that I've ever done it, so I'm trying that out, and I'm using ground beef and lamb today. And then the other thing that I'm going to be trying it out is going to really be to network with as many people as I possibly can at my lunch event today. So last week, I went to a networking event with new people it was new to me, and I came back with 23 business cards. And so my goal is to beat that today. So that means I told my story 23 times and I heard people's stories 23 times. I'm not sure that the same amount of time will be allotted to that sort of thing, but I do plan on getting there early to take advantage of every moment that I could possibly have with some people on the seacoast. So that's pretty exciting. So I'm going to get started on the meatloaf though, because I do need to meal prep that. This way I can go to Pilates, because hot Pilates to me is super important after my networking event, and Charlie can just throw the meatloaf in the oven. So I'm going to I think I just found a paleo meatloaf recipe. Yeah, perfect. That I'm going to use. And oh my gosh, last night the pot roast came out so good. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram story. But yeah, it was wicked good. And I gave it to Charlie I made the gravy with it and everything, using some buckwheat flour, which is gluten-free. And so I made some gravy for him, and then he gave him some grain-free noodles to put on top, to put underneath the pot roast, and it came out amazing. So, all right, so zesty paleo meatloaf recipe. Let's see what we got. We got the 2 pounds of meat. We need some eggs, almond flour. So I didn't get almond flour. I got hazelnut flour because if we all remember, I have a sensitivity to almonds. So there's that. So I'm just grabbing my ingredients here. We all know I'm not usually prepared. But that's what makes it fun and makes me look like the normal person that I am, that, life happens and we just got to deal. So, lamb, eggs, flour, onion. I keep frozen onion in the fridge because we don't use them fast enough. And if you guys remember, onions are high FODMAP, so they ferment a lot in your bellies and they can make you bloated. So I don't like to use them that much. But when they're cooked, they seem to be a little bit better. So yeah, a package of frozen spinach. Maybe I'll add some kale. I do have frozen kale because the grocery and it's shredded, chopped, because the grocery store did not have kale for my smoothies, which I was very upset about. Red bell pepper. Ooh, I like this recipe, guys. All right. I don't have red, but I have some mini yellows, so I'll grab a couple of those. And then, what else? Paleo barbecue sauce. I have some of that. I have agave barbecue sauce, so it's not sweetened with anything, but let's see what that's actually going to be used for before we go ahead and use it. Chili powder. Salt, garlic, oregano. So I don't use garlic powder or onion powder ever because it hurts my belly. So the only time I'll consume that is if I'm at like a restaurant and I don't know what's in the food, because those seasonings are in like every single sauce or whatever marinade. So I get kind of screwed there, but I know that it messes with my stomach. Thyme and cayenne pepper. We have all of these things, so sounds good to me. It sounds like it's going to be zesty, right? That's what it says. I'm into that. I'm very much into that. Okay. So preheat the oven. Oh, I'm not doing that, but I'm going to saute the onions and peppers. I've been having some issues with my stove, like I am right now. There we go. Not really sure what's going on with it, but we don't use olive oil to cook because supposedly, depending on what article you read, it's not good for you. So I'm using sesame oil today just because it's there. And as we all know, I never follow the recipe exact, so we're just going to go with this right now. That's what I do. I'm also slightly concerned about the lunch that they're going to have today, so I might pack a small lunch because we all know that I like to eat very clean, and sometimes when you go to lunches, we don't always get that, right? So I might have to make my own, which is fine. Salad is a wonderful thing. It's easy. Super easy. So I'm just chopping up these peppers. So what are you guys going to do for Try It Out Tuesday? I think that everybody should try to be kind to somebody else. Go out of their way to be kind to somebody else. Oh no. I think I might have just gotten oil on my shirt, guys. I did. That sucks. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go throw it in the washer. Try to save it. Oh, the washer's too far in. Let's see. Drive some spray. This is no bueno. It's my new shirt. Should have known better. I did actually have the thought of maybe I shouldn't be wearing this right now, but decided to anyway, because why not? And now here I am, scrambling, because we all know that I'm not actually the most clean cook. You can't even see me right now, but I'm just rinsing my shirt, spraying some stuff. Maybe we caught it on time. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go hang it up in my bathtub. You're going to have to see me in a tank top. Hope that's okay. Alright people, I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I am. So, I'm sauteing the peppers and onions, which is why I got oil on my shirt. Because it splattered when I just threw the peppers in, because that was smart to do. Oh well. Alright, so I don't really stress too much about that kind of thing, as we all know. Alright, so then we're going to add how much spinach? It says 10 ounces, so I guess I'll do a cup. I'm actually not using spinach. Oh, so spinach is something else that actually doesn't do well in my belly either. At all. It really does really bad things to me. Really bad things. Smells really good in here. Sauteed onions are just like amazing to smell. Amazing. It calls for 2 cloves of garlic, so I'm going to go throw that in. my handy dandy Pampered Chef thingy. What else? And I don't really measure much, if you don't remember that. Teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of salt. Okay. Next, we have a teaspoon of oregano, thyme, and cayenne pepper. I'm assuming that I'm putting about the right amount in. Don't be scared with these guys. I mean, what are you going to do? Could be worse. It smells amazing in here, and that's really all it's worth it right now, right? I'm in the moment. Alright, I'm going to mix this up. It smells, I wish you guys could smell my house right now. It smells amazing. It smells so good. So good. Alright, what's next? Ooh, I love it. I love it. So those are going to cook. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the meat in a large bowl. I'll take my rings off because that's gross. So, like I said, I got lamb, and I got a pound of each. So I got a pound of lamb. So I figured that might be fun, right? Lamb is different. And then I got a pound of 93% lean ground beef, because, you know, lamb is pretty fatty, actually. So I'm trying to be good. We do a predominantly keto diet. Charlie does way more carbs than I do. I do try to minimize my carbs, but like I said, lamb's a little aggressive with the meat, with the fat. So 26 grams per serving. Yikes. Okay, so I'm going to whisk eggs, like 3 of them. I don't want to forget about my veggies either, so. I went to a networking thing yesterday. I wasn't really sure what exactly was happening, and like, you know, I was invited to this event by some people that I've met, and come to find out, they're trying to create like a co-op of people that provide wellness solutions to organizations, and it's a pretty cool concept. I think some other people do it around the area, but essentially it's a group that will, you know, we'll all put our name on a piece of paper saying that we provide these benefits. And people can, from there, choose who they'd like to work with. So, I don't know. I might stay involved in that. We'll see how that goes. I'm launching Making of Herstory this week with Heidi Orlick. And it, you know, it's, if that takes off, I might have to limit some of these other extracurriculars that I have. So, we'll have to see how it goes. But if anybody watching is a woman that wants to be showcased on Making of Herstory, please feel free to reach out to me. We are really trying to broaden the audience, and so we do want it to be, you know, global. I actually reached out to a friend of mine who's a singer in the West Coast today to see if she'd be interested. So, alright, so I'm whisking up these eggs. I'm going to pour those in. Okay. And then the flour is going to be, how much flour? Half a cup. And so again, using hazelnut flour instead of turning my veggies off now. Of almond flour, because I have the allergy or the sensitivity. I don't really actually know what it does, but I figure I might as well be smart and just stay away. I can, you know, have other options, so it's not a bad thing. Just like gluten, I choose to be gluten-free in life. It can be really hard on your gut, and I've shared with you all before that I do have gut issues, so I try to be really mindful of that. And I want the people that I love to eat everything. Ooh, you can't see me. To eat everything that's good for them. And so I'm just mixing this up for the recipe here. And then I think I'm adding the veggies actually. So just want to make sure, which is hard to do with a wet hand on an iPhone. Where's my assistant when I need one? Alright, let's see. Put cookie, uncooked ground beef, pour the whisked eggs, no need to overdo it. Now take the veggies. Alright, now I'm going to mix in the veggies. Which smells so good, guys. I wish you could be here right now. Because they clean better when they're hot for me. So I don't know what. Oh, I think that pan got some damage. I think I don't know how that happened. Huh? Weird. I got these things from Costco, but I gotta say, I don't know if I love them. Don't know if I love them, guys. Alright, so let me mix this stuff back up here. This is gonna be a nice meatloaf. It's pretty big, I think. Lots of leftovers for the week, but we like leftovers in the house. We really do. We look forward to them. Sometimes things, you know, they take a couple more days to taste really great, so we try to do that. All right, my hands are now clean, so I can look at my phone a little bit easier, and I think that's actually going to be it. It does ask for the barbecue sauce. Maybe I'll just put a touch on. Not a huge fan of adding sauces to things. I'd rather people put their own sauces on stuff, so there's that. But just mixing this guy up. So yeah, another big networking day. I've done a really nice job this week of also looking at my calendar and moving any meetings that might not be helpful for me or relevant to my business. So I do want to still connect with people, but when I'm overbooked, it's really important that I'm meeting with the right people at the right time. So I've had to add a couple different trips to my calendar for some personal things that are going on, and which has forced me to be a little bit more efficient with my time here. So yeah, you know, I gotta say, when you say yes to one thing, you say no to another, right? So yeah, so I'm just going to use my hands to finish this one right now, but I've mixed most of it with the spatula, but there's always like that bottom part that like never gets anything, so, and then you literally just take it out and you make it beautiful like a meatloaf on a pan, and this looks so freaking good right now. I'll take a picture and I'll put it on my Instagram story. Find me on Instagram, guys. Crystal and Farley. Pretty easy to find. But yeah, this looks pretty tasty. And it'll be nice with, I think, with the kale in it. I think that'll be actually a nice touch. And I don't think Charlie can mess this up too much, so hopefully you can just put it in the oven for me. And again, I don't think I'm going to put any sauce on. I might look up a separate sauce to see if there's like one that goes well with lamb too, because being that it is lamb and beef. And maybe I'll end up using the agave tangy barbecue sauce that I have. That could work for sure. But yeah, again, I'm really mindful of flavors, and I like to think that I know what's going to go well with another pairing. So there's that. So yeah, so again, try that Tuesday. Just to recap, you know, what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go to this networking event in Portsmouth Last week I was really successful at a networking event. Pretty new to my industry, so it's a lot of people want to listen, and I can really help companies in a lot of key metric areas. So I'm thinking about employee retention, employee engagement, and that sort of thing. It's a huge selling point for me. So if I can talk my talk and make some new connections out there, it might be really helpful for me. You never know until you put yourself out there, and that's why I encourage everybody to network. And tomorrow's the first day of our Southern New Hampshire Women's Business Network group, which we're going to meet bi-weekly. But again, it's just women. We're going to have childcare so that women can actually work on their businesses, even if they're moms, because moms matter too. And it makes me sad that they sometimes don't have the same resources, or they're too scared to ask those questions. So, I think there's room for everybody. I really want to help everybody become that person. So if you're local to New Hampshire and you're a female that wants to network, tomorrow we have our new group launching. I just dropped my scrubby brush down the thingy in here. There we go. Ew, it's so gross. So gross. Ugh. I don't even know how I did that. I magically just got it right in the hole. That never happens. Pardon the pun there. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching today. I hope that you all tend to try something new today for Try It Out Tuesday, and I will talk to y'all soon. Thank you.